The dashboard is your command center. At a glance, you'll see key performance metrics, Wi-Fi usage tracking active users over time, new registrations from the last 30 days with period-over-period comparison, and your top registration sources. The right sidebar puts everything critical at your fingertips: initiative summaries, location counts, access points, venue numbers, and top-performing locations. You'll also find system health indicators and recommended actions, like personalizing senders or reviewing agreements.
Navigation is intuitive. The left sidebar gives you access to all core sections: dashboards, users, guest Wi-Fi and service configuration, reports, analytics, marketing tools, and settings. The top bar lets you manage your personal account and switch between location views. You can impersonate location managers to see exactly what they see, accessing settings and data for specific locations only.
Let's start with setup, creating locations and access points. Locations represent physical network areas providing your service. They can be single sites or larger spaces like campuses or theme parks. You can create them manually, import from files, update in bulk, or manage them via REST APIs, whatever works for your enterprise. Creating a location is straightforward. First, add basic details: name, address, and time zone for localized analytics. Next, define your guest Wi-Fi services, splash pages, login profiles, and templates. You can copy settings from an existing location or customize from scratch. This is where you control the user experience, whether guests can roam between locations, and what internet access policy applies when they sign up. Finally, add access points now or later. Adding one takes just 3 steps. Enter a name, select your Wi-Fi vendor, and input the MAC address.
You can always return to modify your location settings, add access points, assign local managers, update internet policies, and more.
Next, add access points to your locations. Create them manually by entering a name, Wi-Fi vendor, and MAC address, or import in bulk via file upload or REST APIs.
For select vendors, you can connect directly to their network management system APIs. This automatically syncs your network inventory, locations, and access points, keeping your Cloud for Wi-Fi account up to date as changes occur.
Need different captive portal experiences for different SSIDs on the same network? Cloud for Wi lets you configure each SSID individually so you can deploy unique experiences across your network. Before launching your Wi-Fi service, configure compliance settings to address data privacy requirements. Set up data retention and processing rules that work automatically. You can minimize data collection for users who don't provide certain opt-ins and enable advanced profiling and tracking only for users who give explicit consent. For social login users, you control exactly what data you retrieve from their profiles.
Data retention rules let you automatically delete personal data based on your criteria. Create different rules for different countries or locations, choosing whether to delete just Wi-Fi logs or all personal data. Set custom timeframes, for example, 18 months from sign-up or 6 months after last use.
For data subject requests, share a self-service portal link where users can authenticate with their email via Magic Link. They can download their data or delete their account. No manual work required from your team. You can also set advanced security requirements like password policies or restrict access to your account, even preventing managed service providers or Cloud4We support from logging in if privacy is a priority. The comprehensive generic preference centers allow you to configure certain aspects of your service. For example, international settings such as different currencies or time zones. Languages, you can even create your custom languages. You can also create templates on business hours to apply to your venue so you can block the service out of business hours. You can brand your control panel by uploading a logo, background image for a login page, creating an alias for sharing the login page with your systems. You can customize all the system communication, all the transactional messages sent as welcome messages, sign-in confirmations, password recovery, and all the different messages, both in terms of emails and text messages. You can then configure your gateways that you want to use to send out communication, both SMS and email SMTP servers. For doing this, you need to first connect different providers. For example, going into dedicated apps section, you can install the Twilio application and integrate with Twilio, or set up the SMTP custom connector for sending out emails with your own SMTP server. Going back to the system, you can then otherwise use our system default gateways and simply customize the sender of your email address. And customizing the footer for compliance reason, you need to add to all marketing emails.
The management menu includes several other key settings. Custom fields. Add fields to your registration form to collect specific data, like loyalty card IDs or membership numbers. Admin accounts. Configure manager accounts with different permission levels to control who accesses what. Location manager profiles. Define what individual location managers can see and do when they log into their accounts. System health. Monitor anomalies at a glance, like access points or locations that haven't generated traffic recently or appear offline.
Configure your guest Wi-Fi service from the Guest Wi-Fi menu. The system is built for scalability, ideal for deployments across multiple domains, regions, or brands that need location-specific or brand-specific experiences. Create different templates and profiles, then deploy them in bulk to selected parts of your network. Splash pages define your captive portal's look and feel. Create unlimited pages from our templates. Customization is straightforward. Upload images, edit text, and adjust content directly. For advanced customization, access Settings to upload custom CSS, configure languages, and set privacy and cookie policies. Preview your pages anytime with a shareable link. Once your splash pages are ready, deploy them in bulk to locations. Filter by tag or select manually.
Login profiles are crucial. They define how you identify guests on the captive portal and control their experience. Create multiple profiles to deploy across different parts of your network. For example, one configuration for your US region and a different setup for stores in China. Design your registration form by selecting which fields to collect, marking them as optional or mandatory, and including consent agreements. Present everything on a single screen or break it into steps for a marketing funnel experience. Enable login through social networks like Apple ID, Google, and Facebook. For Office deployments, integrate with corporate identity providers like Microsoft Entra ID, Google Workspace, or any SAML-based system. You can also enable kiosk registration, where users get an access code to authenticate on any device. The settings let you define policies and consent collection. The product includes standard consents, terms of service, and privacy policy that you can customize the experience, checkboxes, and policy text in any language. This applies to marketing communications too. Manage policy versions and require returning users to accept updated terms. You can also create custom opt-ins with your own labels to collect specific consents, essential for GDPR compliance. The Advanced tab unlocks additional workflows. Automatically assign users with specific email domains to designated groups, perfect for employees or contractors. Set access control rules to verify phone numbers or emails for all guests. For offices, enable sponsorship approval where guests request access from their host by entering their email or selecting from a menu.
Internet plans define access policies that shape the user experience, how long they can stay connected, usage limits, and more. Configure plans with time allowances like hours per day or days per month. You can charge for extension or upgrade packages, or provide access codes that users enter on the captive portal to unlock better plans.
You can even set forced timeouts that disconnect users after a certain period, bringing them back to the captive portal for advertising opportunities.
The Sponsor section lets you import a list of hosts that guests can select from a menu on the captive portal. Guests just type 3 letters to get suggested matches for their host. In the Kiosk section, you can define URLs for different kiosks across locations and personalize the location field and welcome messages. Users register at the kiosk to receive an access code they can use to connect on any device in the office.
Analytics gives you complete visibility into how your service is performing. Wi-Fi Service Analytics lets you track usage across your network. Filter all dashboards by time period, location groups, individual locations, and other criteria like registration sources. Track key metrics like active users, returning users, data traffic, and connection counts. View these metrics plotted on charts by timeline or by location. Additional charts show you the distribution of important patterns, average connection duration, data usage, peak usage times by hour and day of week, which channels users prefer, and what network technology they use to authenticate. You can export analytics directly from the dashboard or retrieve them systematically via APIs for integration with your own tools.
Acquisition reports help teams understand how effective their captive portal is at collecting data. Track how many users you're acquiring over any time period and across locations. See consent rates for marketing policies, where customers are coming from, what contact properties and attributes you're collecting, which consents users are providing, and which endpoints like email and phone numbers get verified during onboarding. You can also analyze how consents are collected through different sources and how users authenticate, whether through registration forms or by signing in with external identity providers like social networks. Beyond guest Wi-Fi analytics, the platform provides traffic and occupancy intelligence by analyzing Wi-Fi signals and location data to estimate foot traffic trends across your locations. The Behavior Dashboard measures key engagement metrics, average visit duration, returning visitor percentage, bounce rate, and passerby conversion, how many people stop to dwell versus simply passing through. View visit duration patterns and traffic intensity trends that reveal occupancy over time. The Peak Dashboard highlights your busiest periods across different times and days of the week, making it easy to identify peak traffic windows for operational planning. Finally, custom reports let you quickly compare performance across locations. Select all locations or a specific subset. Choose your analysis period and the KPIs you want to compare. Then export the data in a tabular format that's ready to process in Excel or other tools.
The Marketing submenu gives you access to tools for reaching users across different channels. The Access journey lets you plan content throughout the customer journey on the captive portal, while Campaign tools let you send triggered messages via email or text. Let's start with campaigns. Create campaigns triggered by specific events when users arrive at a location, enter a zone, dwell for a certain time, leave a location, or sign up for the first time. You can refine the scope by location, then target your audience by groups, segments, or custom conditions. Send messages through email or text. Create your own content, plain text for SMS, or custom HTML for emails, or use the platform's native content tools like offers, surveys, and email templates. Refine campaign scheduling by setting time intervals for triggering events, maximum message frequency, and delivery delays after the trigger event occurs.
The Access journey lets you schedule targeted content at different moments in the user flow. Display content before the splash page, after login, but before network authorization, or as a landing page once they're connected.
There are several other utilities marketing teams can use to get started quickly without enterprise tools.
Offers let you create simple promotions that users redeem by showing a QR code or promo code on their screen. Surveys are a powerful tool for collecting structured feedback with multiple question types. Publish surveys in the access journey during guest Wi-Fi access or send them via email or text through the campaign tool, for example, after users leave a location. Email templates provide a drag-and-drop builder for professionally designed email content you can use in campaigns. Promo pages let you create dynamic, interactive promotional content in the access journey. Prompt users to download a brochure or take other actions that trigger a text message with a link to your content or destination URL. Advertising pages allow you to create custom content to push throughout the customer journey, promote events, advertise products, or display sponsored content from partners.
Captive portals aren't the only way to connect. Cloud4Y has invested heavily in Passpoint technology. You can create Passpoint onboarding experiences through web portals and deploy them in two ways. First, publish them as interstitial pages during Captive portal onboarding, prompting users to download the Passpoint profile for a seamless long-term experience. Second, create standalone online pages by combining your splash pages and login profiles to generate a URL you can publish anywhere. For example, a municipal network could create an official portal where citizens download the Passpoint profile for citywide Wi-Fi access. But web onboarding isn't the only option. In the developer section, you can initialize projects to use mobile apps by leveraging Cloud4Y's innovative Wi-Fi SDK, designed specifically for onboarding users into Passpoint Wi-Fi networks.
Cloud4Y is built on a solid platform foundation designed for scalability and integration with enterprise workflows and tools. It gives developers the ability to extract data via APIs or interact with the product programmatically. In the developer section, you can create API keys and client credentials to access the REST API. Webhooks let you set up triggers for different event types: user signups, logins, location arrivals and departures, responses to marketing emails, email or phone number verifications, and more. Customize the content, payload, and scope of where these webhooks fire. The Wi-Fi SDK lets you initialize credentials for embedding Passpoint onboarding in mobile apps. Finally, My Apps allows you to create developer accounts to access specific environments where customers can develop their own custom content and apps to inject into the customer journey.
The Apps directory is a collection of utilities, tools, and web applications that extend Cloud4Y's capabilities. Some apps come out of the box, built by Cloud4Y, including marketing applications like video advertising. Simply enable them and they'll appear in the sidebar, accessible like any other feature. You can also build your own custom apps using the My Apps interface. While that's outside the scope of this video, it lets you create web applications, either dashboards embedded in the control panel or customer-facing pages published as part of the access journey.
All users onboarded through captive portals, Passpoint portals, or mobile SDKs appear in the user directory under All Users. Here you can explore and search the complete user database. Each user profile contains demographic and account data, along with detailed activity history, connections and visits to locations, devices used, access policies and internet plans, and connection logs. You'll also find behavioral metrics that summarize user interactions with your locations: visit frequency, last visit date, most visited locations, time of day preferences, and more. Export users easily with flexible export tools. Create export campaigns to SFTP repositories or local CSV files. Customize the CSV format to fit your workflow, define export frequency and filtering conditions, and set delivery preferences like email notifications when export's complete.
User groups let you organize users to apply network policies in bulk, like internet plans or specific access rules. This is especially useful when you have multiple user personas. For example, in corporate offices with guests, contractors, and employees, each requiring different access policies, bandwidth limits, or quality of service parameters. Define automatic rules that classify and assign users to groups based on specific criteria when they sign up.
Finally, authentication sources let you integrate with corporate identity providers to authenticate employees and support bring-your-own-device use cases. The platform supports standard SAML 2.0 protocol with IDPs like Okta, Microsoft Entra ID, Google Workspace, and others. Once integrated, you can use these identity providers on splash pages or in dedicated online portals.
Beyond the standard UI, Cloud4We has introduced a revolutionary AI assistant powered by Hedi, our proprietary multi-agent AI platform. This isn't just another chatbot. It's an intelligent system that fundamentally transforms how you interact with the platform. Access the AI assistant anytime through the chat icon in the bottom right corner. Ask questions about product features, generate custom reports, troubleshoot issues, or get strategic recommendations to improve your outcomes. Need guidance on configuration or best practices? The assistant provides step-by-step instructions tailored to your needs. What makes this truly powerful is the human-in-the-loop capability. Instead of navigating complex menus, simply tell the assistant what you need. Select venues and time periods conversationally, and it generates reports instantly. This dramatically reduces the learning curve. The AI intelligently correlates KPIs, metrics, and trends across your network, surfacing actionable insights in plain language. Export reports directly, copy responses to your clipboard, or reference them later, making data analysis effortless and accessible to everyone on your team.
Integrating customer data with external systems like CDPs and marketing automation platforms is one of the most common use cases. To integrate this data, you'll use the REST APIs we covered in the developer section, where you can initialize clients with API keys and secrets. All developer tools are thoroughly documented in our Developer Hub at create.cloud.4y.com. Here you'll find comprehensive documentation for the Wi-Fi SDK, including guidelines, recommendations, code examples, and libraries for iOS, Android, and Flutter. You can also download sample apps to test and see what kind of customer experiences you can build in your own network. The API reference section provides complete documentation for all API methods with examples. The webhooks section explains all event types with JSON body examples and usage instructions. Finally, you'll find comprehensive documentation for My Apps, showing you how to create, initialize, and deploy custom applications, for example, to publish custom content within the Wi-Fi access journey. For marketing and digital stakeholders who don't need to manage technical Wi-Fi configuration, the dashboard provides a dedicated environment designed to streamline their experience. The homepage shows key performance metrics at a glance: collected contacts, interactions, messages sent, and performance across locations. Many reports mirror those in the technical dashboard, including acquisition reports, customer insights, and customer profiles. The Customer Behavior Report provides unique insights: visit frequency, average visit duration, favorite hours and days, and average number of locations visited per customer. Marketing teams also get embedded campaign tools to build and manage their campaigns directly. The Moments dashboard is particularly powerful. It shows the volume of on-site interaction moments collected through Wi-Fi technology, detecting when customers arrive, dwell, or leave locations. Charts and KPIs measure the quantitative impact of these moments. You can also access a live event stream showing customer activity in real time, arrivals, departures, and more. Click any customer ID to jump to their full profile with behavioral metrics and visitation history. To provide a comprehensive toolkit beyond on-site Wi-Fi event detection, Cloud4We also offers a mobile SDK for geofencing events in your mobile apps. Through the dashboard, you can create geofences by defining addresses with radiuses or drawing polygons on a map. When mobile users enter, leave, or dwell in these geofences, location webhooks trigger that you can stream to marketing automation tools, for example, to send push notifications. The developer portal provides comprehensive documentation for the Location SDK, available for Android, iOS, and Flutter. The SDK is optimized for performance, tracking more location points throughout the day than most other SDKs while maintaining strict privacy and consuming minimal battery.
Finally, for partners and managed service providers working with Cloud4i, we provide an MSP dashboard to manage and support multiple customers from a single pane of glass. MSPs get an overview of all managed customers with aggregated reports. Search across all access points deployed across your customer base, and view the complete list of organizations under your management. With one click, impersonate and log into any customer's dashboard to provide configuration support, whether you're operating in co-management, full resale, or fully managed service models. Access aggregated reports with filtering capabilities across specific tenants, and use advanced settings to create different manager accounts within your MSP organization.